Hey, what's up guys? It's Tony with Fun Intelligent Training and Dainty Boys Strength and Conditioning. I wanted to do a quick review of the new Christian's Fitness Factory squat stands. This is the second generation of their economy stand. They do have some heavy duty stands now as well, but we had the previous version in the gym and we needed a few more stands, so we ordered some more and we got the second generation here. And they've made some really awesome improvements. We were happy with the old stands. They've held up pretty well. There's a couple things that we had problems with, but that was just from a lot of wear and tear. These stands get a lot of use in our gym. But what they changed about these newer models, first and foremost, they have an upgraded clip system here for the safety pin. So there's actually a pin that goes through the safety pin. That comes out, and then you slide this piece out to adjust the rack. Slide it back in. There you go. So now they've upgraded the safety pin, so you can see the old version and the new version. So the new version is much thicker. These have held up really well, but with these stands, after they get a lot of use, they tend to lean a little bit, and sometimes these will kind of shimmy out. With this, there's a pin that goes through this hole here and secures that. So not only is it a thicker pin, but you have that safety ring on the end as well. So that's a nice new feature. Another really good improvement they've made is they changed the pull pin, which is attached to the safety rail here. Now, I've never found much use for the safety rails, but Christian's does claim that these are rated for even more weight compared to the old version. I think maybe 100 pounds more. But with the old version, you'd have to unscrew this knob to make it a pull pin, adjust the rack as you wanted, and then you'd screw it back down to tighten it in. And what would happen is the screw would get stripped from being constantly screwed and unscrewed. With this, we got rid of that, so we just pull this out, and now this slides up and down, pops back in place, and you just leave it as is. So it's much easier to adjust, and it seems to be a little bit more efficient. You probably get a lot more use out of it that way. Lastly, the final thing I want to talk about is they did change the size of the holes on the adjustment here. These are slightly larger. It just makes it a little bit easier to kind of find the spot you want to adjust the rack to. It doesn't really change much else about the rack, and there are plenty of spaces with a lot of different brands, in particular like the Muscle Driver USA Econo stand. That's one issue I have with that rack, is that the spacing between the holes was too much, so the rack would either be a little bit too high or a little bit too low for my liking. Obviously that's going to vary depending on your height. But we've had a lot of success with these racks and stands. We definitely recommend them to anyone that has a commercial gym or is just training at home, because they're individual stands. They're easy to move around or tuck into the corner. And yeah, we've had a lot of success with them, and we're really happy about the upgrades that Christian's made.